excited to be here talking to you. Thank you, Professor Asun, for inviting me. Thank you, One Asia Foundation, for coming up with the idea, and thank you, Professor Duc Trung, the team, for the hosting of this wonderful program. All right, so I move now to Vietnam-Spain relationship, because there is something interesting between Vietnam and Spain. What is important and what is interesting about Vietnam and Spain relationship was that in the 1850s, when the French was trying to colonize this part of the world, including Indochina, the French asked for the troops from the Philippines to help them to explore Vietnam at that time. And at that time, the Philippines were Spanish colony. And with that support, in 1858, the French really conquered Vietnam. And the royal family of Vietnam at that time surrendered to French. And they started to sign a series of agreements, and later, by little, later, they are all over in Vietnam, turning the southern part of Vietnam in this map into 100% colony of France. Cochinchina. And the central part of Vietnam was the seat of the royal family at that time, was under the protectorate of the French government. And the northern parts of Vietnam was half Vietnam sovereignty, half France sovereignty. So this is about the story of the French in Vietnam. And French people stay in Vietnam until 1954, on the 7th May 1954, in the northern part of Vietnam. And then with the Geneva Conference and the peace accords, they moved to the southern part of Vietnam. But there is one thing which is very important here, is the date of the 2nd September 1945, when Vietnam declared independence. The World War II is important to Vietnam. Japan is very important to Vietnam, because on the 2nd September 1945, the French was kind of very weak, and Japanese troops occupying Vietnam at that time surrendered. And all the governments in Vietnam was kind of empty-handed, no one controlled. And the revolutionary forces of Vietnam took the opportunity to declare independence. The one who declared independence is our President Ho Chi Minh, and his name is now named under the biggest city in Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh City is the biggest center for commercial and business. He came to France in 1911, 1913. He traveled in Europe, and he learned about kind of administrative system in France. And he decided and talked to himself that he cannot rely on the French government in Paris in order to get independence for Vietnam. And at that time, he decided to get involved himself in the communist movement. He learned from the October Revolution in Russia, And he talked to his people, his colleagues, that this is all the only way at that period of time. And that method to be utilized to gain independence from the colonial governments. And he also the one who participated in the founding conference of the French Communist Party. And he was one of the first member of the French Communist Party. Why was that? Because Vietnam was a part of France at that time. So he could easily be member of the French Communist Party, established in 1920. Right. And he followed the way, he worked with his colleagues all the way, and he's the one who decided that on the 2nd September 1945, when the Japanese troops couldn't do anything, the French was very weak, they couldn't control the situation, declared independence from Vietnam. And this became the National Day of Vietnam. When communism was very strong in Soviet Union, spreading out to the eastern part of Europe, to Latin America, to Africa, Asia, so on and so forth. And they focused themselves and they turned Vietnam into a kind of battlefield, starting to bomb the northern part of Vietnam in 1964, 1965. Went into very fierce fighting along the countries in the southern part of Vietnam, Cochinchina. And for those 20 years, they put a lot of money in the war that they ended, defeated again. We defeated the French, we defeated the American, because we were very, how we say, hunger for independence. At that time, Spain supported the US during the war against Vietnam. After the war, also in May 1977. 1977 is the year when I was born, and we established diplomatic relations. This gave me the opportunity to be diplomat here in Spain. And 1986, we opened to the world, because after the war from 1975 until 1985, we relied much on the support from China and Soviet Union, because we are ideological in the same side, on the same side. And during the war, they supported us. And then we won the war, and then after the war, they continued to support us. And we rely on their support very much. After the war, we reunified the country in 1975. And in 1976, we started to rebuild the country, devastated completely after the war. 2 million people died, so on and so forth. We almost come back to ground zero after the bombing and so on and so forth. And another important thing for the relationship between Vietnam and Spain is that in 2009 we signed a strategic partnership. The first strategic partnership between Vietnam and another country. This opens up a series of formulation of strategic partnership with 14 other countries. So Spain is the first. And this strategic partnership gives us the very big room for cooperation. This is comprehensive strategic partnership, meaning that you can cooperate in all fields, no exception at all. We are buying your military helicopters already. We are buying Spanish arms and military equipment. So there is no limit between Vietnam and Spain in our relations. However, what is strong right now is our economic and cultural cooperation. Because we know very well about La Liga, we have very big fan clubs for Barcelona, for Real Madrid, a little bit for Atletico Madrid, a little bit for Villarreal, Sevilla, and also for Valencia as well. Last year, 2017, we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of diplomatic relations. And also last year, I attended a lot of conferences and seminars on Spain 4040. So we have something similar here, on looking back at the last 40 and looking forward to the next 40 years. And the next 40 years will open up a lot of opportunities for us sitting around this table to work for Spain and Vietnam. So we're looking forward to the future. We are enjoying very good relations for the moment, and Vietnam is part of almost all the major multilateral settings and arrangements in Asia and the world for now, and it gives us a huge opportunity to go forward. And I put it black and white because I prepared this in black and white to be very simple. We are simple. The simple things will lead to success. And this is also black and white, leading us from black to white. We see the clearer, much more promising in the future. Japan was in our country during the war. After the war, Japan came back, supporting a lot Vietnam. And with the support of Japan, we have done something tremendously in our economy and in education, so on and so forth. Vietnam and Japan right now, we are strategic, very special, very close strategic partners. We host almost every week very big and major cultural events in various provinces and cities in Japan. And Japanese everywhere in our country. And you can visit the Japanese quarter in Hanoi as well to enjoy sushi, tempura, and so on and so forth, udon. And I think it ends our session today, and I think muchas gracias is the word I need to learn. Thank you is the common appreciations, and the last but not least is Vietnamese language, Xin cảm ơn. The language of Vietnam, why is that? Because the Vietnamese alphabet was given by a Portuguese priest, Francisco de Pina, and a French priest, Alexandre de Rome. They came to Vietnam on their mission. They were missionaries. They invented the alphabet in order to, to promote Christianity among the local Vietnamese at that time. And that's why we are not writing Chinese, like Chinese right now. We are not drawing like the ancient Vietnamese right now. We are speaking, pronouncing alphabetically and clearly, and this is a very good thing for people to come to do business with us, because the language barrier is not too heavy. So I end this with my sincere thank to you for your kind attention. And that's all. Thank you.